Are you looking for some professional tips to sell your home by owner? It can be an overwhelming experience, but if you are up for the 184 items on the checklist, it will save you some money. Maybe. Hey guys, it's Jerilyn with Brighton Living, and I'm a realtor with Preview Properties. Welcome back from part 3 of my 3-part series on how to sell your home by owner. In this video, I will talk about what is earnest money, why you need a title company, and dealing with the inspections and appraisals and how to overcome them. Before I give you all of these tips, make sure you grab my seller's guide in the description below to help you learn more about what to expect. You can also subscribe to my channel to get all of my videos. So let's get started. How earnest is your buyer? You probably know that buyers are supposed to put some money down on your house. This is good faith money, commonly known as earnest money, and it usually goes towards their down payment. So how much should you demand your buyer put down at the beginning of the deal? The only answer is, it depends. I normally tell my buyers between 1% to 3%. But the truth is, it really depends on the price of your home and your buyer's situation. The higher the price, the more likely your buyer will have a good amount of money to put down. On the lower priced homes, buyers often put down what they can because they don't have as much money to put down. What it really boils down to is this: get a sense of your buyer's situation, abilities, needs, and preferences. Be flexible to a degree about how much or how little they are putting into escrow during the deal. If you feel it is an amount the buyer wouldn't easily want to walk away from, then you're probably safe. The money isn't just given to you for you to put in your bank account. We'll get into that in the next section. Nor is it necessarily yours to keep if the deal goes south. This money is a good faith offer, and it protects you from the buyer having any skin in the game and taking off for no reason. You can't do everything yourself. While you can certainly try to sell your home without the assistance and skills of a realtor, there are certain parts of the process that will require other people and companies to get involved, and it does cost you some money. You can't handle much of the legal paperwork and finance end of things on your own, at least not easily. Handling the escrow title searches and mortgage paperwork isn't something most homeowners are qualified to do. There needs to be an objective third party in order for both sides to be protected. So most likely, you will need to hire either a title company to help with the process to actually close the deal, or hire an attorney, or you may need to do both. Every realtor uses a title company to assist with the transaction. I don't recommend going this part alone. We have a lot of local title companies in the area that cover the entire 50 states. So if you are moving to Hawaii and you won't be here for close, they will have you covered. It's a good idea to start searching and shopping for your title company and/or attorney before you actually have a buyer and a contract. So make sure you know your local choices and line them up before you have that deal in hand. If you want a couple of recommendations, give me a call. Now it's time for your home to get a checkup. The buyers have their offer contingent on the home inspection. This is common. Most homeowners think their buyer is getting one hell of a deal on the house, and you are not going to get nickel and dimed over nitpicky issues that an inspector finds. You're going to want your buyer to accept your home as is. While that would be ideal, it's just really unrealistic. Any savvy buyer will have a home inspection done. Inevitably, the home inspector will find something wrong with your home. Now, your buyer shouldn't be going after nitpicky items, but that could be a subjective term. What you see as a nitpicky item, your buyer may see as a major issue. I tell all my buyers that if it is a health or safety issue, it needs to be addressed. If it is a nail pop, let it go. Expect to concede on at least some things. There are a couple of ways to address any home inspection issue your buyer requests to be acknowledged or repaired. You can say no, you won't address the issue, and if they agree, then issue resolved. You can agree to get a second opinion. That may lead to more debate and negotiation though. unless the second party gives the valid proof that there's nothing truly wrong with the item they're requesting. You can agree to hire a professional to fix, service, or replace whatever the issue is. Or you can agree upon a fair credit to the buyer and let them fix it themselves once they've closed. No matter what you agree to with your buyer, make sure you put it in writing and in detail. Do not be vague. If it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. And this leads to problems down the road. Now, dealing with the appraisal. So you are through the inspection contingency, which is usually the first deal killer of the contract, but you are not out of the woods yet in terms of the value of your home. Market value in real estate is essentially what a ready, willing, and able buyer will pay and what a homeowner is willing to accept. So if your buyer can afford to pay it, that should be enough, right? Not exactly. Most buyers will be getting a mortgage, therefore an appraisal will be necessary. This third-party licensed individual will come in and look at your home, write a report, and give an opinion of the value of your home. It could come in higher than the agreed upon price, but it could come in lower. So what do? If your appraisal comes in lower, you can do the following. Contest it and provide the appraiser with better comparable sales. This usually just makes them more upset and they'll reject it. You can lower your sales price to match the appraised amount. You can get the buyer to agree to make up the difference by putting more money down on the deal, which isn't usually possible on the lower end homes. And also finally, part ways and hope that the next appraisal will come in at the price that you need. You as a homeowner can get an appraisal before you ever list it, so you know if your price lines up with that of a professional appraiser. It is costly, but effective. My pro tip is to be there when the appraiser is there, to point out any upgrades he may have missed, and to pull your own comparables to give to him. Don't be too pushy, because that could have an opposite effect. So that's it. I should have called it my mini boot camp for selling your home by owner. I certainly could go on and on about this subject and all that's involved in selling your home. Studies show that most sellers who sell on their own leave almost 10% behind when they don't use a realtor. You can do it yourself, but your time is worth money. Your frustration could be diminished if you use a realtor. We are here to keep the stress level down and solve problems. If you are thinking of selling your home and you have questions, give me a call or email me. Be sure to download the free seller's guide, which is down below in the description. And join me on Facebook at Brighton Living to keep up on the weekly activities, and don't miss my next video by subscribing. I hope you heard some valuable tips in this video, and I will see you next time.